Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra June 29, 2022. Today's transits are solid for planning and pacing yourself. The day's energies favor deliberate moves and strategy, largely due to a Mars-Saturn transit. Because a new moon will occur tomorrow, it's best to lay low and reserve judgment. It's not the time to jump into something. Almost any kind of partnering issue, personal or business, can be in strong, positive focus. Advice tends to be wise, or you're seeking solid, mature answers. It's a time when you're more inclined to show you care through actions and practical support. It's not a showy, fanciful time, but it's an excellent time to feel that you're on solid ground. You value others most when they're putting in real effort. Relationships or someone in your life helps you feel stronger as an individual. Making the most of the energies of today means specializing rather than scattering your energies. The moon continues to wander through Gemini and your exotic ninth house of expansion, opportunity, and long-term pursuits, but there's more. What's next on your bucket list of adventures? Whether it be a romantic connection with someone who's at a distance from you or an exciting goal that requires you to venture outside of your comfort zone, the cosmos is urging you to take the necessary risks. Go-getter's Mars will also harmonize with structured Saturn, creating a disciplined and focused synergy with regards to your approach in love. Mars is also sizzling through your relationship sector, so some of you may come across older and/or mentor-like prospects. Commit to your professional style. As a Venusian sign, you may find that creating your professional signature and aesthetic is highly important so that you can execute beautiful work. But you may need to reconsider what that style is when Mars in Aries sextiles Saturn retrograde in Aquarius today. Use the fun sextile to play around with your color scheme, logos, presentation, fonts, or whatever aspects you might use at work. You do not have to rush to commit to a new professional style, but you might feel like it will be a quick decision when something feels right. Tone things down a bit today. Do not be so harsh with your words and actions. Be more sensitive towards the emotions of others today because people are more vulnerable at this time. Keep in mind, also, that you, too, will be feeling a bit more tender than usual. Don't project such a warring image of yourself if you really don't have a reason to. Your sensitive side is much more prominent today. Relations and friends are having a hard time with you and vice versa. Put an end to this mutual feeling of frustration, be honest with yourself and consider compromising on some points. Talking to people to clear things up is also a big help. Regard today's negative atmosphere as an opportunity to resolve conflicts permanently. You're at your best one-on-one, or at least working closely with one person. A date would be nice, but so would a two-person art project, so figure out what appeals to you most and go for it. Whatever you try to achieve is criticized and unlikely to be accepted in a very favorable way, especially if you feel undue pressure to perform any kind of activity. It is far better to delay important activities or decisions until you feel positive about the outcome. Use your sense of humor to relieve any tension. Tap into your innate creativity to unblock emotional flow today. This can be a far more powerful tool for you than you realize. Creativity is a big part of who you are, almost as big as communication. Your emotions are linked to these two aspects of your psyche and are constantly interacting beneath the surface. If one becomes blocked, the key to releasing this area is focus on the other two. Express yourself through your creative activities and consider talking to someone close. With all that has been happening in your life lately, this day is a great one to spend some time with yourself. You may be asking why about a lot of things that have been occurring. Take the time to sit back and reflect on the experiences that have brought you to where you are right now on this contemplative day of your own essence. By giving serious thought to the chain of events, you may find the answers to the questions you have been asking. In a case of perfect timing, today's new moon in your career sector not only falls in the heart of the working week but just as Neptune is spending his first full day in retrograde motion in your work sector. This is a chance to forge a bond between new opportunities and momentum on the career front and the doors that have just opened to the past, second chances and untapped potential on the job front. Better still, this is just a taste of things to come. Thanks to the moon's departure from an adventurous part of your chart yesterday and its friendly aspect to planets on the romantic front before leaving, Venus' first full week here has been given a boost. This has made the planet of love's mission to bring the spirit of romance and adventure together a lot easier, just as there is also a clearer sense of what you are fighting for on the relationship front. Our eyes in the sky. Good news from the universe. 2 positive sextiles point your day in a more positive, productive direction today. First, a Mercury-Chiron sextile offers you the chance to heal an old wound by gently removing the bandage and getting it out into the open. Talk to someone about it if you're comfortable about doing that, or if you'd rather not say any of it out loud, write it down in a journal or letter that you don't plan on ever sending. Words have extreme healing power now, and this therapeutic sextile offers you the opportunity to express your pain in new ways. Apologies, whether making or receiving them, are especially powerful during this healing aspect. The second, a Moon-Mars sextile, offers up a competitive yet cooperative vibe that makes success a particularly attractive venture. Whether you're playing games with friends or working hard for a promotion at your job, this energy pushes you to be your best without being cocky about it. Is this a rare cosmic combo? Yes. Should you take full advantage of its energy to be the best you can be? Absolutely, 100% yes. Around dawn, Mercury in Gemini sextiles Chiron in Aries, helping us contextualize wounding patterns. Compartmentalization can be used for good or ill. It can enable spiritual or emotional bypassing, yet it can also help us to gain perspective regarding situations that are typically too charged for us to assess objectively. This is one of those times where compartmentalization can be a helpful technique, as it frees us from self-imposed obligations to canonize our past. Instead of assuming that we are bound to replay the same traumas over and over again, we recognize that we have the authority to change how we tell our stories. This will be a somewhat unconscious process today, organically occurring as we go about interacting with friends, co-workers, and acquaintances. We simply tell our story differently, and this action creates change. Using new words prompts different recollections, and the way we share with others creates a holistic ripple effect. Mid-afternoon, Mars auspiciously sextiles Saturn. Mars in Aries is all about action and enthusiasm, and all too often, this energy can go unchecked, resulting in burnout. Meanwhile, Saturn in Aquarius loves innovation but might be slow to put changes into effect, knowing that true progress is never achieved overnight. Yet, when these two influences come together in a sextile, they harmoniously play off each other. Mars encourages Saturn's propensity for experimentation. Saturn checks Mars' instinct to run into the fray without proper protection. This is a great aspect to use for initiatives where we must put our heads down and focus. Although we will not likely reach our projected target today, this Mars-Saturn permeates us with the confidence that we will achieve our aims if we work diligently towards their realization.